Cheer. You guys are now listening to the Crime Pays podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my co-host with me, Young Lizzie.
Yeah.
And we're coming at you guys with a quick reaction video, a quick emergency broadcast.
Emergency broadcast. I like that.
Emergency
broadcast.
Yeah. So Trump got convicted of 32 felonies, 34 felonies. That's a lot. That's a whole lot of felonies.
A whole lot of felonies.
Yeah.
34.
Yeah, that's a lot. In the words of Nate Diaz, the great Nate Diaz, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you had actually last podcast said it.
Yeah.
I said, do you really think he'll be convicted? And you said, he's for sure going to be convicted.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know?
No doubt. You had a far left DA, a far left prosecutor in a far left state. You had a far left judge who made some campaign contributions of something like, I don't know, like $10 million or something like that he raised for the Biden campaign.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, I think the whole thing is going to get thrown out in appeal, but they got what they wanted. You know what I'm saying?
They got the convicted felon title you're going to hear now. Throughout all the debates, throughout all of social media, throughout all the left, when they speak to you, they're going to be like, you're going to vote for a convicted felon? Convicted felon? You know?
Well, that's easy to counter.
Yeah.
Because they're going to vote for an unconvicted felon.
Yeah, that's
when they voted for Hillary, she was an unconvicted felon. That email scandal in her house, that's a felony. That's actually violating the Espionage Act. You know what I'm saying? So she was a felon, but she didn't get convicted, right? Joe Biden is a felon. You know what I'm saying? He is covering up for his son's criminal dealings, which he was involved in. You know what I'm saying? When he had those documents in his garage, you know what I'm saying? That was a crime. And his DOJ said that they weren't going to prosecute him because he was an elderly man and whatever else excuse they gave for him.
We got to start putting on our...
So when they tell you you're going to vote for a convicted felon, you tell them, yeah, but you're going to vote for an unconvicted felon.
Yeah, you know it's a really sad day for America, whether you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. The fact that they had to convict Donald Trump of a crime so minor, 34 counts of fraudulent paperwork, or what's the exact title of it? It's fraudulent paperwork, but what's the legal term for it?
I don't know the legal term, but let me break down the crime for you. So if you don't get it, right? Yeah. So basically, he gave a woman, Stormy Daniels, he made her sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, right? Basically, that's something a lot of celebrities do, people with power do. Basically, me and you are going to mess around, right? And you're going to sign a paper that says that you can't talk about what happened, right? Celebrities do this all the time. Music artists do this all the time. You're going to come to my party, you got to sign an NDA. You know what I'm saying? They go as far as recording their house parties and everything to protect themselves against clout chasers and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So now when he paid when he paid her the money for the NDA, of course he's not going to write it out of his checking account. You know what I'm saying? His personal checking account. So he used a business to write the check, right? To make the payment, he used a business. And that business has something to do with I don't know what, and you know what I'm saying? That's where this comes from. So
seems almost like they're digging, being the fact that when it happened, like 2006.
Exactly, right? So if you want to, if you're a lawyer or you understand this better than me, if there was a crime committed, it was a misdemeanor, right? And it happened before Trump was even president. You know what I'm saying? So they go back and they upgrade the charges, right? Because they're freaking corrupt. They upgrade the charges to felony so it doesn't go past the statute of limitations, because the statute of limitations for that crime already passed. So they go back, they upgrade the charges to felony, and they change the law for 1 year to the statute of limitations so they could charge him, right? and that's what they did. You know what I mean? And we got well, yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened, bro. That's a scam.
We got the first president convicted of a crime, but we're also gonna have the first president that has been convicted of a crime. If that makes sense, what I just said.
Not really, but
first president to be convicted, but we're also gonna have the first convicted felon to become president. Okay. So,
I'm not sad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sad, and I wasn't shocked. You know what I mean? It's This is propaganda from the left. You know what I'm saying? If you know what propaganda is, it's information, whether true or false, put out to make you feel a certain way, right? To make you upset, to make you angry, to make you happy. It's emotional manipulation, right? And they want people to go out and do something stupid. You know what I mean? And we're not stupid. So I'm not upset. I knew it was coming. I saw it coming. I'm actually happy. You know what I mean? I'm not happy that we look like a clown society in the world stage. I'm not happy about that. But I am happy that the Democrats and the leftoids out there have showed their hand completely. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you didn't think that they were capable of throwing a president and to throw their an ex-president and their political opponent in prison on a fucking show trial on bullshit charges that they had to go back and rig and change the laws just to charge him, to get him out the way because they don't want to lose power, shows how sick they are. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys out there, if you agree with me, cool. If you don't agree with me and you're cool with what they're doing, then you're not an American, bro.
And you have to open your eyes and stop listening to the media so much and go and form your own opinion out there. Because when you start forming your own opinion is when you start to realize and you start to wake up for real. Not woke culture's keeping you asleep in reality.
Yeah.
You know, and I unlike you, I was very upset that it happened. You know, I did know it was happening. You did already warn me. I did already watch podcast of it going to happen. But I'm upset it happened. Not for the fact that, you know, he could still become president. You could still be president as a convicted felon, which is something new I learned. But I was more upset at the fact that the left really thinks, look what we did. We won, you know? And it just upsets me that they stoop so low and cheat and think they won.
I mean, don't be upset, but open your eyes. You know what I'm saying? If they could do it to him, they could do it to you, which means that the due process system, the justice system is not what you might have thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might think that you can get charged for a crime and you're going to have your day in court. You know what I mean? And, you know, hopefully you have lawyer money, you know what I mean? And the truth or justice will be served. You feel me? But depending on who you are, that's, you know, a lot of people have been railroaded by the system before him. They're going to be railroaded after him. But, you know, he has enough money to have the best legal team in the world. He is a ex-president of the United States. He is the Republic. He's going to be the Republican national nominee. You know what I'm saying? And he can't win in that system. So how are you going to win?
Yeah.
You're not going to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It really...
And that's something to be sad about. You know what I mean?
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary how America, the United States, is proving to everybody that our systems are false. Conspiracy. Allegedly.
Dude, I don't know what the hell you just said, but elaborate.
It's scary to think that you could go to court and you could think, wow, I'm an innocent man, so this is going to be fine. It's okay. I'm innocent. And you go into a courtroom with juries selected, your peers, and you are still found guilty of a crime that you did not commit. Or they have stretched out so far to make it look 20 times worse than what it really is.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not done. It's not done here. This is not it. Now he's got another one in Georgia. He's got another one here. They're gonna run him through the mud. Instead of just let the people decide. You know what I'm saying?
No, but they can't let that happen.
They can't. No, they can't let that happen. You know
they can't let that.
They could let a lot of other things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they could let the country get flooded in the border. They could let that happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they could let drag queen story hour happen.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
For sure. They could take out Jesus out of school and take down the Pledge of Allegiance and put, whatever radical thing they want to do. You know what I mean? They could do that. That's what they want to do. So I believe now I have a newfound respect for the left. You know what I mean? They are who they say they are, and they mean what they say. You know what I'm saying? And they're willing to go where the right ain't willing to go. Because where are all the fake Republicans standing up and saying, "Nah, we're not going for this"? You know what I'm saying? Our constituency ain't going for this. Everybody's quiet. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're two birds of the same feather. Maybe they're on the same team. You know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump is an outlier because he's not. It's a like George Carlin said, it's a big party and you ain't in it.
I have
or maybe they're scared.
I have a strong belief in the Republican Party and the conservatives that they are waiting and they are thinking of a way to maneuver now, being that the Democrats have showed us.
Okay.
All
right. Where is the Joe Biden impeachment, dude?
No, you're never gonna get.
Where is it? No, they were talking about it like 2 months ago. They were putting the papers in. Where is it? It disappeared. Why?
The same reason Jeffrey Epstein only had to go to jail for 2 days.
And what reason is that?
The connections and corruption of the court system.
Oh, okay. So what are the solutions? Are you angry? If you're angry about it, if you're emotional about this, don't be. My advice to you is don't be angry. You know what I'm saying? Don't be emotional, because that's what they want. They want to get an emotional response out of you. So, just be cool, be calculated, and get involved. You know what I'm saying? Call up, volunteer for your party. You know what I'm saying? When maybe I'm naive and, you know what I'm saying, I think we might have a chance to still vote our way out of this. You know what I mean? So, when election time comes, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you did your part that equals how angry or emotional you are about this whole situation. You know what I mean? Talk to your loved ones. We plan on doing like, you know what I'm saying, like a voting barbecue on November 5th. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get our friends together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come to the house. We'll do a barbecue, and then we'll all go out and vote. You know what I mean? That way we can just do the best that we can. You know what I mean?
All right. Sounds but good. Do you think that he will be able to make it to the polls?
Who knows?
To November 5th.
I hope so.
Do you think they're gonna put him in jail July 11th?
They might. I don't put nothing past them though. They're determined. You know what I'm saying? They are determined to do. They don't surprise me with nothing they do. And anybody who ever told me anything about them, you guys could keep it. You know what I mean? Nobody's coming for your guns, Chris. Keep it. You know what I mean? These people are radical. You know what I'm saying? I'm not radical. So,
do you think that they violated his constitutional rights, his Sixth Amendment?
Of course they violated his constitutional rights. How? Number one, you put a gag order on the President of the United States. You cut off his freedom of speech. You know what I mean? You put him in a show trial, a kangaroo court against, run by his enemies, basically. You know what I'm saying? All these left-leaning people with an agenda. And then you say he can't talk about it. And then you fine him thousands and thousands of dollars. You keep him locked up in a city so he cannot campaign. It's obvious. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that a real question? I mean, I'm not shitting on your question.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's obvious.
I asked you the question for the viewers.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's obvious that they did that.
Do you think now the nation is more divided than it's ever been?
No, it's obvious. It's no way. Dude, we had a civil war, right?
Yeah.
You know, this country had a literal civil war, or where Americans were killing Americans.
Yeah.
Like that is a divided nation. We haven't got there. You know what I'm saying? So we're not more divided than we've ever been. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. What do I think is going to happen? Nothing. I don't have too much faith in a lot of men in this country anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think that people are just going to go out and vote, and that's it. It's going to end there. And, you know, if they throw this dude in prison and they don't let you vote for who you vote for, people are just going to go, oh, that sucks. Well, let's go boating on Saturday. Let's get a 12-pack of beer. And that's going to be the fall of the American empire.
I don't promote violence, and I don't want no one committing any crimes or rioting the streets. You know what I'm saying? But I think it would be sad if when everyone votes, right, and it obviously leans towards Trump because he's leading in the polls, he makes it to the election, and he doesn't win, it would be a very sad day for me.
Yeah.
You know, it will show me that this country,
if that happens,
is just a matrix.
I mean, if that happens, we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
We're in
I
a lot
think
of
the
trouble.
long run, it shows, it shows how it will show other countries how corrupt we are. Do you understand me? Do you understand? It'll show other countries how weak and corrupt the United States is.
I think we look terrible out there right now.
Oh, for sure, we look horrible.
I think the enemies of America are licking their chops. You know what I'm saying? I think that United States have like a black belt in destabilizing other countries, and somebody else got a black belt too, and they are doing a number on us.
Yeah,
and we're on the losing end of it. But maybe, you know, that's just a theory of mine. I don't know. But I do see destabilization going on. You know what I'm saying? I see a country, we still live in the best country in the world. I'm still patriotic. I love my country. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a patriot. But I see maybe I'm just I don't know.
When I look at the United States,
I see a corrupt media.
Yes.
I see a shit justice system. I see a shit border immigration. I see a shit economy. You know what I mean? And it's still probably better than, let's say, a Central American economy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to be in the first world and say this sucks here, considering that there's people in the third world with a lot of real problems that I don't have. You know what I mean? But I just see that we could be so much better. You know what I mean? And my bad.
All right, continue.
And I think that we are in a lot of danger, right? Especially with 4 more years of Biden. 4 years of Biden, what have you seen happen? I've seen gas prices go through the roof. I've seen the whole world get destabilized with wars and us getting involved in it. I see rent and mortgage going through the roof, right? I see house insurances going through the roof. I see people not having money to have fun like they used to. Everybody's on a budget right now. You know what I mean? And I work in hospitality, and it's, you know, business is slow, dude. You feel me? People don't have money to go out.
I go to the restaurants. I sit quicker than I've ever sat before.
How many restaurants are going out of business?
Oh, a lot.
All the chains are going out of business.
All the Wynwood ones are closing down.
Yeah, all the mom and pop ones are closing. You know what I mean? And why? Because when you go out and you get 2 burgers with fries and 2 sodas in a diner, it's $50. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, dude. You know
yeah.
What I mean?
I see the United States as Rome was before it fell.
Tell me, what was Rome like before it fell?
All right, so, I mean, hold on. Let me choose my words carefully. Because, you know, you can get canceled out here, dude. Rome had a lot of people that hated Rome in it. Rome was infiltrated by the enemies. So the enemies were citizens of Rome. A lot of people didn't want to fight for their country when Rome became surrounded by their enemies. A lot of people gave in, and a lot of people forgot the values of their country. It's the best way I could put it without like getting canceled, you know.
I think the Romans fell because they killed Jesus.
Oh, that too.
That's what I think. I think they got punished by God.
It's a sequence of events.
Hopefully, everything works out for the best. You know what I'm saying? Guys, don't get upset. Don't get angry. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to feel how you want to feel, but don't let the propaganda infiltrate your mental health, right? That's basically what I want to say. If you're angry, then get out and get active in your community, within your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do. Volunteer on the Trump campaign if that's what you want to do. And yeah, man, that's it. Get right with God. I appreciate you guys for watching. I love you guys. I love this country. I love my people. That's what's up. Lizzie, sign out.
Have your faith in God.
Peace.
That's it. Peace.